Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to talk about a short film I just saw on YouTube titled Hidden Figure. The film is directed by Kayode Kasum. Kayode Kasum is the director of films like Sugar Rush, Baraem, and when I saw that this man directed this film, I just knew I had to see this film because I've seen his previous films and I enjoyed them, and I knew I had to see this one. And another thing that pushed me into seeing this film was that the film was shot on the new Tecno Camon 20, and seeing that, it was like, okay, I have to see what they did with this, and I had to watch it. And so I watched it, and I was, wow, I was really impressed. I was really impressed with the cinematography and the quality of the film. You would never think that this film was shot on a phone, much less a Tecno Camon phone. If someone had told me a film was shot on a phone and the film looked very good, what I would have thought was maybe it was an iPhone or a Samsung phone. I would never ever have thought it was a Tecno phone. And man, I saw this film and wow, the quality and the cinematography of this film was so good, and I was so impressed with it. It blew my mind to think that you can shoot a whole movie on a phone like this and to come out that beautiful was just something I was not expecting, and honestly blew my mind. The movie is about a plus-size lady who is also a fashion designer, but she's struggling with self-esteem issues. How she's trying to overcome it and build her self-esteem. That's what the film is about. And I could relate to this film because I'm also plus-sized. No, let me just call it as it is. I am fat. That's why I could relate to this movie very well, because there's some sequences or there's some scenes in this film involving this lady, and I was like, oh, wow, I think I've been in this kind of situation before, and I could like see myself. I could just get into her head. I knew what was going through her mind in those moments, and it just resonated with me, and I could really relate to the story. But as much as I could relate to the story, I feel like this is a story that could have been told in the past. I feel like people are much more open-minded now about sexuality and body positivity and all that. The things that I saw in this film, the characters, some of the things the characters were saying, it sounded like things that people say in the past. It doesn't sound like things that people say now. Like, it didn't feel like it's a film of now. I don't know if that makes sense. It feels like movies that we used to watch when we were younger, about all those kind of movies that will help you build yourself and all that. It feels like those kind of movies. It doesn't feel like a movie that was made in today. The only thing that I could say that feels like which was made today is the innovation about it, shooting it on the phone. That's what makes it extraordinary. But the story itself is not a story that is not, and it's not a new story. It's a story we've heard so many times before, and just feels like you could have told a better story with this kind of innovation than telling a story that could have been told in the past with an innovation like this. I'm not trying to condemn the film or the filmmaking or anything or the story. I feel like the story could have been so much better than what was gotten. Not that the story wasn't good, it was good, but like I said, it's a story that could have been told in the past, a story that we've heard so many times that we don't need to be hearing anymore. But apart from that, the performances of the actors were also very good. Everything in this film came very well. Just the story that I didn't really appreciate, I didn't really connect to, because I've heard stories like this so many times and it doesn't really resonate with me as much again. Even though I could relate with it, it didn't resonate with me as much as I would have loved it to. That was basically my only issue with it. The cinematography and the quality of the videos were amazing. The performances from the actors was amazing. Every other thing came very well and made this film very good. And man, the short time I spent watching it, I enjoyed it, even though I wish the story could have been better. But nonetheless, I enjoyed watching that film. So have you guys seen Hidden Figure? What do you think about it? Comment below and let me know. If this is your first time on my channel, my guy, please subscribe to my channel for more contents like this. Thank you for sticking up to this time. See you in the next video. Cheers.